Screen is visible, right? Okay. So today we'll learn. That means we'll see two simulation platform. Basically, I'll start. Just today, I'll give you the basic introduction about these two simulation, how to work with this simulation platform. Because if your offline class will start from October, then we'll meet and we'll do it in the simulation lab. If it is going on, then in that case I will do it. But otherwise, it will be continue through online mode. But that time also lateral entry where student will come, so it will be better to wait for them and to wait up to October. Just today we'll see how to work with this simulation platform, so that if you have this that means if you have laptop and you can install MATLAB, you can try through your there is a manual lab manuals, so you can try it to solve the problem, or any type of problem you can try to solve if you know the platform. সেপ্টেম্বর এন্ড যেটা তার মানে অক্টোবরের 12 অব্দি আমরা ওয়েট করতেই পারি, দেখা যাক কি হয়, right? So previously I already discussed about breadboard, how to connect resistance, how to connect source, and here you can see that we cannot see the output. If I have to see the output, if I see the output, there you have to connect a meter, multimeter, there are, you can use voltmeter, whatever, right? So it is not connected here, and today we'll see the one program through a National Instruments multi-sim software. Just I'm going to open, then you can see. So this is, can you see the, okay. So this is a platform of National Instruments multi-sim software, and it is not available in your university. It is I have collected from Shivpur B College. Actually, I was a student. That's why that time I have collected it. But you can get it freely, free version also from the internet, and you can use it. So here, this is a uh, that means this window you can draw a block diagram. That means whatever the original component, suppose resistor, inductor, capacitor which is available in the market that you can use in this platform. This is a virtual instruments. That means whatever the instrument is required in to solve any circuit problem or other cases, you can get this component here. And before going to hardware, you can test this hardware component in the simulation platform. Suppose I want to solve a superposition theorem problem. So I need two sources, any source, current source, voltage source, but in practically voltage source is basically in our laboratory voltage source is available. So I can take two voltage source and voltage source DC. If I'll do it in the DC platform, that means direct current, using direct current. That case, because in this semester you will learn alternating current, using alternating current how to solve superposition theorem related work. But in basic electrical you have already learned about direct current and the superposition theorem. If I'll give a supply battery, if I connect two batteries, and if I'll solve the problem using superposition theorem, what will be the output? The same thing you can do it here. So if I'll show you one thing, just wait, I'm not getting the. So the screen is visible. Can you see the components? Okay. So this is a problem related to superposition theorem. So superposition theorem, already I told you that two sources are required. So here I have used two battery source. Okay. And one is 12 volt, another is 5 volt. Now these three are resistance, and this resistance are connected. How to connect this resistance, already I told previous day. If I take a resistor and if I want to connect in the breadboard, how to connect this resistor. So you can see that these two common points are same, these 2 points are same point, and these 3 points are same point, and all the end points are same point, and there is a ground point. So negative point you have to connect to the here, but in simulation platform you have to connect ground, and if you will do it in a breadboard, then there you will connect the end point to the negative. And this is our voltmeter. You can also use multimeter here, but as we need voltage across this resistor, that's why I have connected here voltmeter, right? So how to get this one? So here there is a component, several components. You can see that is it visible? Components are visible. Can you see that 3D virtual 7A 4 ALS? Can you see this? Okay. Master database, you can see this. Okay, so here you can see that different components like transistor, capacitor, even CRO, function generator is also available. I am showing you after that. So fuse, IGBTs, for doing ladder diagram, that means in future if we'll do PLC or microcontroller, these features is also available. Op amp. So different sources are available. If I'll see here, suppose source. So here you can see that power source, voltage source, data source, all the source which is available in the practically, this sources also available in simulation. Similarly, if I take basic thing like transformer, transistor, relay, capacitor, everything, it is available. So in this platform, you can solve any type of hardware circuit before going to hardware circuit. That means suppose you are taking a component, what will be the result if you want to know before doing in hardware. The if you want to know, you need this platform so that you can before taking the component you can use it here. You can get what will be the output voltage or what will be the output current, and the same thing you can get here in the practical system, that means hardware. Some voltage or current will be changed due to that. Practically there will be a lot of wire will be used, right? So due to these wares, some noise may enter to your system. That's why fluctuation of zero point 0.1 volt, 0.01 volt may happen. But almost similar platform you can get in simulation, whatever you will do in hardware. Right. That's why I am going to show you superposition theorem, which that means in practically in your laboratory you will do it in a breadboard. I will give you supply, that means two voltage source, and you have to connect this two voltage source with your resistor, and you have to put this resistor in a breadboard. So already breadboard I have shown you. Now the second part is that two sources. So two voltage source is this 12 volt and 5 volt. And from 12 volt you have to connect a wire here and another point, that means a wire starting point you have to connect here, end point you have to connect with this resistor. This resistor will be connected in breadboard. There is a voltmeter is connected, but that case you will use a multimeter. And how to use multimeter to show this, that if I want to take the reading, I have to just put our multimeter red point to here and black point to here, so that I'll get the voltage. And multimeter also I'll show you. So these two multimeter point you have to put here across this resistor, and I'll get the voltage. Similarly here also and here also. So all cases I have connected here. The superposition theorem, what superposition theorem tells, that number of sources we can use, that means two or more than one two sources we can use in superposition theorem. And when all sources are acting, the current or voltage current passing through, suppose I am taking this resistor, I want to apply superposition theorem. So superposition theorem tells that when two sources are acting, the current passing through this resistor is equal to, if this source is removed, this is a voltage source, so it will be shorted. Only one source is present. That time the current passing through this resistor, and when only this source is present, the current passing through this resistor, their addition is equal to when two sources are acting, the current passing through this resistor. The first case, যদি only this source is acting, the current passing through this resistor is I1. When only this source is acting, the current passing through this resistor is I2. Then two sources are acting, the current passing through this I3, then I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. That is the main thing of superposition theorem. And today we'll see that it is right or wrong, okay, through this simulation platform. So here all resistor I have taken 1 kilo ohm, just I am changing. So here you can see, can you see the values I am changing? Okay, so here I am taking different values. Suppose I am taking 5 kilo ohm, first one, or 10 kilo ohm. Second one is 5 kilo ohm. You have to note down it, because when I'll not decided still now that what in which way will change, make the group, or how will that means you have to submit a lab copy through a simulation, that means in your assignment. So after doing the grouping, then you will submit. So just right now you note down the values and the data, okay. And next experiment, before next experiment, I'll make a group, and as per group you have to submit your, that means data will be changed, and as per your group whatever the data I will show you, you have to submit this lab copy, okay. Every members you have to submit lab copy. If you will not submit lab copy at proper time, I will give you time. Within this time, if you will not solve, or if you will not submit, or you will be absent in the lab during the lab, then your marks will be deducted, okay. So today just note down, and uh, those students are present, they will submit the superposition theorem. For first there is no grouping, after that I'll make a group, and as per your group you will solve the problem. And some problems like Laplace transform or other thing, that means some problems in your manual, you will get it. This will be solved everyone, so there is no need to make a group. But this will be happen after October, because if it will be open, you will do it in the simulation platform, in a simulation lab, okay. So this is our 5 kilo ohm, this is our 20 kilo ohm. আমি আরেকবার প্রত্যেককে পুরোটা বুঝিয়ে দেবো লাস্টে। So this is our 20 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm. So first case, don't see these two, just see these two platform. This is our voltmeter, and I am just running this one. So this is our ammeter. Here voltmeter is connected across this resistor. This is our ammeter. You can also get a current here or voltage across this here. Our target is to find out voltage across this resistor and current across this, current passing through this resistor, right? So what I'm saying, that current passing through this 20 kilo ohm resistor is 0.314 milliampere. This is the aim is written milliampere. Why milliampere? Because this is a kilo ohm and this is a 12 volt. So kilo যখন volt per V by R, that is equal to I. So kilo, that means 10 to the power 3. This will be 10 to the power minus 3. So this is milliampere. So it is showing 0.314 milliampere. So everyone write down that current passing through this 20 kilo ohm is 0.314 milliampere, and the voltage across this 20 kilo ohm is 6.285 volt. 6.285 volt. Also write down this one, 10 কিলো ওহম রেজিস্টার, জাস্ট লিখে রাখো, পরে কি করে করতে হবে আমি বলে দেবো সব। 10 কিলো ওহম রেজিস্টার, 716 volt. 10 kilo ohm resistor 6 point, I think you can see now, sorry, 5.715 volt. 10 kilo ohm resistor 5.715 volt, and 5 kilo ohm resistor 1.285. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, is it okay? Is there any confusion, anyone? Hello, am I audible?
मैम
Okay.
6.285 पे क्यों बोले मैम?
6.285 across 20 kilo ohm
ओके मैम.
voltage. All you have to always remember, whenever you will solve the problem, you have to write down the unit. Without unit, the answer will be wrong, because I can consider this value as an ampere or a watt or a voltage, that means volt. Okay, so this is already I have shown that this one is the answer. Now only this 12 volt source is acting, and I am taking the resistor. So 12 volt source is acting, and that time I am taking, this is also a 10 kilo ohm, because resistor I cannot change. Now this is 5 kilo ohm. This is 20 kilo ohm. So this one now, and the same thing, we are measuring the voltage across this, voltage across this, voltage across this, and current through this branch. Now I can stop it. So write down, only 12 volt source is acting. You have to make it everything in a table, and how to make a table I will describe. Just today you will note down it, and before submission I will tell you how to write, what to do, everything. Don't worry. But don't tell me, madam, I have forgotten to note down the data. Please tell me, I cannot tell you. So 12 volt, this source is acting. That time 10 kilo ohm resistor, voltage across this 8.571. 10 kilo ohm resistor 8.571 volt. This, you can see here it is written volt. It is written here volt, and plus side is here, minus side is here. So when you will use multimeter, you have to put one point here, another point is here. I'll try to show you next week breadboard and multimeter also, and how to connect. Now here 5 kilo ohm, 3.429 volt. Here also you can see plus minus, because we are using direct voltage. Polarity matters. And across this 20 kilo ohm, this is 3.429 volt, and here current is 0.172 milliampere. I think you can see the figure, 3.429 volt and 0.172 milliampere. Is it okay? Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, any member? Another group, zone 2 and zone 1 and zone 3.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are from zone 1 or zone 3?
Zone 3.
Any member from zone 1? Any member from zone 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
ম্যাম আমরা যদি প্রতিটা রেজিস্টারের যে ভোল্টেজ গুলো যোগ করি তাহলে তো 12 ভোল্টের সমান হবে, তাই না?
সেটা আমি পরে আসছি, মানে তুমি বলতে চাইছো যে এই ভোল্টেজ গুলো যোগ করলে 12 ভোল্টের সমান হবে কিনা, সেটা আমি
জি স্যার,
পরে
জি
আসছি।
ম্যাম। ওকে ম্যাম।
আসছি পরে। Next is the third part. Third part of superposition theorem is only 5 volt source is acting. So I'll do the same thing. Here is 10 kilo ohm. Previously I didn't change because you can understand that every cases we have to take the same resistor. Just we have to first time two sources are acting, we'll measure the voltage across each resistor, and if anything is mentioned that you have to find out the current through this branch, that's why I have connected here ammeter. Otherwise it is not required. Okay, you can use whenever in practically when you will do it, you will just measure the voltage. If there is written that current you have to find out, you have to voltage by resistor, you can find out the current. We won't give you the multimeter to measure the current. Okay, we'll use multimeter for our laboratory. Just we'll use multimeter for measuring voltage and resistance only. So voltage by resistance you will can easily calculate the current. But here as it is available, we can see it. So we have connected here a ammeter. Now the first part is over when two sources are acting. Second part 12 volt is acting, one source is acting, it is over. Now third part you can see that I have short circuited. And how to connect? If I'll show you in the breadboard that voltage source is connect, the starting of this voltage source is connected to here with the 5 volt. Everything is same. Just what I change, I have removed the 12 volt, and the starting point of this resistor is connected to the ground point or end point or negative point of the source. Okay, you can connect here or here. All these points are same point. There is no change. So directly from you can connect this resistor to here with this resistor here in practically, or you can take a wire to connect or to make a short circuiting. But why I say to students that don't use wire? Because due to wire some resistance will add and the voltage will differ. That's why I tell the student to open it this starting point and connect here. So it will be easy. Now when 5 volt is acting, I'm seeing what will be the output. So 10 volt, 10 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm, 20 kilo ohm, and 5 volt. Now I am running the simulation platform. So what I am saying here, it is minus 2.856. If I large, so I can see here that 10 kilo ohm across, it is minus 2.856 volt. And across 5 kilo ohm it is minus 2.144 volt, and across 20 kilo ohm this is 2.856 volt. Now our next target is to check that if I'll take this branch only and I have to apply the superposition theorem, then I have to check that this voltage, so this voltage when this only this source is acting, and the voltage, the total voltage is 5 point something. কত হচ্ছে দেখো, এটা অ্যাড করে আমাকে বলো। is to 3.429 plus 2.856. Anyone?
Ma'am, 6.285.
আচ্ছা, তাহলে লিখে রাখো সিক্স তো দেওয়ার অ্যাডিশন। এটাকে নিয়ে নাও I1, এটাকে নাও I2। I1 প্লাস I2 হচ্ছে 6 পয়েন্ট সামথিং, যেটা বললে সেটা লেখো। আর সিমিলারলি সরি, এটা V1 আর এটা V2, আর I1 আর I2 টা লেখো। I1 হচ্ছে 0.172 মিলি অ্যাম্পিয়ার অ্যান্ড 0.143 মিলি অ্যাম্পিয়ার। তাহলে I1 প্লাস I2 কত হচ্ছে, আর V1 প্লাস V2 কত হচ্ছে? What is the value of V1 plus V2 and what is the value of I1 plus I2? Tell me. Tell me, anyone? What is the value?
Ma'am, height আছে 0.315 milliampere আর 6.285 volt.
আচ্ছা,
দিলো।
তাহলে এবার now you have to check that your answer is right or wrong. So 6.285 volt and 0.314 milliampere. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Ma'am.
our superposition theorem is thus proved. Is it okay? Now
Okay,
I'm
ma'am.
going to. Okay. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can also see that as I have applied superposition theorem for this branch, you can also apply superposition theorem this branch, because you can see that this is 5.715 and what we have got here minus 2.856 and here 8.571. So 8.571 minus 2.856, if I'll do it, I'll get 5.715 volt. So here also superposition theorem is proved for voltage. And here you can see that this is 3.429 minus 2.144. That means you will get at approximately 582. That means 1.825 to 1.285. So 1.285 volt. So here also superposition theorem proved. So in DC case we have seen that voltage and current. In case of voltage measurement, in case of current measurement, we can apply superposition theorem. So sometimes if it is difficult to solve the problem when several different sources are acting, what you can do, that all sources, if there is all sources are voltage source, then remove the voltage source, only keep one voltage source and other voltage source you will have to do the short circuiting. In case of current source, you have to do the open circuiting. Then you have to apply the superposition. You have to find out what is the current through this branch, which branch you have to apply. You have to first think about it, and this branch voltage or branch current you have to measure when only one source is acting. Here maybe a 3 source, maybe a 4 source are present. In that case also, when you are taking the second source, all other source should be short circuited if it is a voltage source, or current, open circuited it will if it is a current source. And then you have to measure for this particular branch. Suppose 12 volt you are taking, you are considering this source. Similarly, when 5 volt you are taking, you also have to consider this branch. So that cases you have to measure, and then you have to add. If you add the voltage and or current, you will get the total voltage when all sources are acting. That is superposition theorem. So I think you won't forget, because already you have seen the how to measure. Now the question was that this sorry. someone asked me that, ma'am, if I'll take the add this 2 voltage, then will I get 12 volt, right? Now this part, this branch voltage is 8.571, and this branch voltage is 3.429. If we'll add, then we can get 12 volt, because whenever we have solved, we are taking the voltage across this addition of this 2 voltage is equal to this voltage, right? And if I'll measure the current, then current will divide in two paths. So the total current of this path will be equal to the current through this branch and current through this branch. Is it okay? Is there any confusion, any doubt? Anyone, any question regarding this?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, so this is today we have solved superposition theorem through this NI multisim platform. Similarly, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem will solve also in this platform. They will see how to solve the problem. And now I think DC, applying DC source, any problem related to super, that means suppose I am giving you a circuit, uh, complex circuit. Suppose I am just one thing I want to show here, that here you can also get a function generator. This is our function generator. Function generator means where we can get different types of source. So alternating source, triangular source, square wave. We can get mainly in some cases when we'll solve the transient related problem. We'll see what is transient. That time we need a square wave. I'll show you one problem related to transient using this function generator. Another thing is also available here, that is Tektronix oscilloscope. Oscilloscope, you will what is CRO, what is DSO already in as you have not gone through the lab through electronics or electrical lab, that's why you didn't see, but you will learn what is oscilloscope, and CRO is very important chapter. Next semester I will learn it. And as an engineer, you should know how to handle function generator and oscilloscope. Previously it was difficult when we used CRO, but now it is much more easier for using DSO. So I'll show you the DSO. This is our DSO. Can you see the figure? I don't know what figure you are seeing. Please inform me what you are seeing. What you are seeing? Tectonics. No, or what is written? The number, anything you can see? 24. Okay, okay. So you can see that here it is a function generator. I'll show you about. This is a digital storage oscilloscope. I'll show you how to handle. If I'll take a function generator and if I'll connect it with the oscilloscope, how to see the waveform. It may be suppose I am taking a RC circuit and I am giving a supply capacitive, তোমরা জানো charge stored করে and discharge. It may charging or discharging. We'll learn and we'll see. And this how to connect this all this button. What is the function of this button? You should know. You have to use it different times for research purpose, for laboratory purpose, or if we will work in the in the research lab, or if you do in higher studies for your particular, or if you want to measure, for suppose you want to, if you are working in the instrument company or other electrical company where you have to measure the waveform or you have to analyze this waveform. Is there any harmonics present or any noise present? What are the fluctuation is present in the waveform? This everything you can learn through this oscilloscope. You need oscilloscope. You have to know how to handle this. So basic thing I'll show you through this lab. Okay. Today just I am showing you that how to see it. এটা দেখতে ঠিক exactly এরকম হয়। যদি Tektronix কেনো বা others any company you will take, you will see the same looks. Same buttons you will get, almost same. Some features may change, just like your তোমাদের phone. You can see the different companies, different features. Some features may change, but almost same thing. Okay, so we'll see it. And function generator also present. Agilent function generator I'm showing you. This is the Agilent function. In our laboratory you will get another company function generator. This is our Agilent function generator. How to use this button, power source, how to change all these sources, and how to connect. There you can see that one point is present, which type of wire we can connect here, and which type of wire. Suppose I am saying, you can see that here is the point, another point is here. So if we'll connect here, which type of wire should you use? And suppose I want to see the sinusoidal wave from function generator, whatever the magnitude, 50 hertz to 220 volt, 50 hertz signal I want to see, because our supply, that means in our home we are getting 230 volt or 240 volt single source 50 hertz supply. So if I want to see that if this is a oscillating supply, sinusoidal supply, how it looks like, then I can connect here and I can see in this oscilloscope. Okay, so these are the platform. Another platform we'll learn in future.
Ma'am, can I look how can I use it?
বলো।
কিভাবে আমরা ব্যবহার করতে পারি
Yes,
এটা কি আসলে
I will describe it.
Okay,
To
ma'am.
when we solve the transient problem, when we learn what is transient Laplace transform, after that I will show you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is over in NI platform. So next week, next time, if online mode is going on, then I'll show you Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem through this platform. Okay, and another thing is the MATLAB software. This software is not available in your university, so you won't get it. But NI simulation platform student version is may be available. You can download it or you can use it through online mode. But you need at least laptop, because in mobile I don't know, because Windows platform it is available. Another platform, it's as Android software you are using, or other software you are using, version you are using. So that case I don't know it will work or not. But if it is a web based, that means some software, NI multisim software I've seen that web based, some cases we can solve the problem web based solve, that means www.ni multisim.com এরকম একটা সাইট আছে, ওখানে গিয়ে একজন করছিলেন, আমি জানি না ওটা করা যায় কিনা। যদি ওটা অ্যাভেলেবল হয় তাহলে তোমরা ওটাও ট্রাই করে দেখতে পারো। না না, ম্যাটল্যাব 30 দিনের ট্রায়াল আমরা সবাই ক্র্যাক ভার্সন ইউজ করি, ঠিক আছে? তুমি যেটা হয়তো পেয়েছো সেটা হয়তো ক্র্যাক ভার্সন নেই, সেই জন্য তো ট্রায়াল দিচ্ছে। ইউ ক্যান, ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এ ল্যাপটপ, নেক্সট টাইম আমি যাব এই মাসে, তো হয়তো কবে যাব ঠিক নেই, পরে একদিন আমি যাব নেক্সট উইক, ধরো অক্টোবরের ফার্স্ট উইক বা সেকেন্ড উইকে হয়তো যাবো, বা পুজোর আগেই হয়তো একবার তো যাবই। সেদিন এসে আমার কাছ থেকে নিয়ে যেতে পারো। ম্যাটল্যাব 2018টা আমার কাছে আছে, আর অন্য স্যারের কাছেও আছে, যে কোনো স্যারের কাছেই তুমি পেয়ে যাবে ম্যাটল্যাব, কারোর কাছ থেকে নিয়ে নিতে পারো। আর নইলে তোমাদের সিনিয়র কারো কাছ থাকলে, কিন্তু ক্র্যাক ভার্সন, ইউ নিড আ ক্র্যাক ভার্সন অ্যান্ড হাউ টু ইনস্টল, সেটা তুমি ওখানে স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ আছে, না থাকলেও তো অনেকেই আছে, আমি আছি, বলে দেবো, এটা কোনো অসুবিধা হবে না। কিন্তু ট্রায়াল ভার্সন না, ট্রায়াল ভার্সনে এটাও যেমন তোমার মাল্টিসিম সফটওয়্যারটাও ট্রায়াল ভার্সনে পাওয়া যায়, কিন্তু এটাকে অ্যাক্টিভ করার উপায় আমাদের কাছে আছে। সবকিছুই জানতে হবে তোমাদের, এরপরে শিখবে আস্তে আস্তে, কারণ আমাদের পক্ষে তো এত দামি দামি সফটওয়্যার কেনা সম্ভব নয়। তো মোস্টলি স্টুডেন্ট বা আমরা যারা প্রফেশনাল তারাও কিন্তু ইউনিভার্সিটিতে তো আমাদের থাকেই লাইসেন্স ভার্সন, সেক্ষেত্রে অসুবিধা হয় না, কিন্তু নিজস্ব পার্সোনাল কাজে আমরা সবই ক্র্যাক ভার্সনই ইউজ করি। আচ্ছা,
ম্যাম
নেক্সট হচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ
ম্যাম এই সুপার পজিশন থিওরেমটা খাতা কলমে
হুম।
ক্যালকুলেশন করলে
হ্যাঁ
হবে না এটা?
করবে করবে করে দেখবে থিওরিটিক্যাল। একটা জিনিস বলে দিই, ভালো কথা বলেছে। You have to next time whatever the problem today I've solved, this problem you have got the data, practical data, and this problem you will solve theoretically, and you will check the theoretical value and practical value is same or not, or if it is differ, it will differ slight values. Okay, but most almost same value you will get. So you will check it. Theoretical value, what will be the theoretical value? Now বলো শামিম কি বলছিলে?
ম্যাম এটাই জিজ্ঞাসা করছিলাম যে এটা কি
হুম।
খাতা কলমে করতে হবে কি হবে না, না
হ্যাঁ
অ্যাপ
হ্যাঁ
দিয়ে
করতে
করা
হবে।
হবে? ঠিক
না
আছে স্যার।
না, খাতা কলমে করতে হবে। থিওরিটিক্যাল ভ্যালু এন্ড প্র্যাকটিক্যাল ভ্যালু তোমাদের দেখতে হবে, চেক করতে হবে।
ঠিক আছে ম্যাম।
নেক্সট ইজ দ্য ম্যাটল্যাব সফটওয়্যার।
ম্যাম মোবাইলের
আচ্ছা,
ক্ষেত্রে কোনটা, মানে এখানে তো অনেকগুলো সফটওয়্যার আছে, আমি ঠিক বুঝতেছি না কোনটা।
মোবাইলের ক্ষেত্রে ম্যাটল্যাব সফটওয়্যার ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল। ঠিক আছে, MATLAB software is available, but I didn't use. The last time students said that it is working, but one of my students also said, "Ma'am, they are telling lie because it's not working. License version they are asking for license, but I don't know what is going on because most of the students said that yes, ma'am, it is working. There is some problem. We have solved it. I don't know. One member that means one member solved it in a laptop and he or she shared the problem to others and they said yes, it is working. I don't know, but I tell to the student that please do it your own. If you will do it, because after pandemic is when the pandemic will over, after that you have to face the practical thing, that means reality you have to face. So, as an engineer, when you will face the reality, that time you will face the difficulties. So, if you will try at least right now, then it may happen that you may forget. But at least the platform, when you will get this platform, at least you can try it. You can understand because you know. That's why I am telling every student at least try to solve the problem at your own. If it is if you cannot do it, then I can show you, I can help you, but at least don't take or don't copy from others because it is your life. Now after 4 years no one will help you. Before 4 years your friend and also your teachers will help you, but after 4 years no one will help you. And the reality, when you will not get job, when you will face the problem, when you will have to read lots of subjects, then you will understand how difficult engineering is. But if we will practice from right now, then it will not be a difficult challenge. So you can download at least MATLAB software, and the steps what I'm right now I'll describe. You will just try. If you'll face problem, you will discuss. Then I'll see again how to cope up with this problem. And another thing there is, I have got a platform in the mobile that circuit. এক মিনিট দাঁড়াও, কি সার্কিট স্পেয়ার নাকি সার্কিট কিছু একটা সামথিং নাম ছিল, আমি তো ডিলিট করে দিলাম। and try to buy a laptop or desktop. Desktop is now I think 12,000, 11,000, or within 10,000 you will get it, through EMI based. If you buy it through EMI, it will help you. Not now, even in future also, one laptop or one PC is required for an engineer. তোমরা যদি সার্কিট বলে দাও, এখানে অনেক সফটওয়্যার ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল. Circuit simulation for multisim is also available. You can download it and you can try it. But you have to try. I don't know this software, so you have to try. And also circuit simulator is available. সার্কিট সাফারি ওটা পারবে না, ইলেকট্রিক্যাল সার্কিট স্টুডিওটা না, সার্কিট কি একটা আমি কালকে ডাউনলোড করেছিলাম দেখার জন্য, সেটাও কাজ করছিল। সার্কিট সিমুলেটর, সিম্পল সার্কিট। যাই হোক, তোমরা এগুলো দু একটা সফটওয়্যার এরকম ডাউনলোড করে করে দেখতে হবে। আর ম্যাটল্যাব সফটওয়্যার বলে সার্চ করলেও তোমরা ম্যাটল্যাব সফটওয়্যার সিমুলেশন প্ল্যাটফর্ম পাবে। ম্যাটল্যাব বলে সার্চ দেবে মোবাইলে, ম্যাটল্যাব মোবাইল বলে একটা আছে, ওটা ইনস্টল করে দেখতে পারো। আর একটা ম্যাটল্যাব সফটওয়্যার আছে, দাঁড়াও বলছি, সিম্পল জিনিস। সফটওয়্যার ফর অ্যান্ড্রয়েড। ম্যাটল্যাব মোবাইলটা একবার ইনস্টল করে দেখো কাজ করছে কিনা, যদি হয় তো বেটার। if it will not work, then there is another some software, but their learning platform is different. সেটাও আমি তোমাদের তাহলে দেখাতে হবে সেটা কিভাবে, কিন্তু সেটা মোবাইলে হবে কিনা আমাকে আগে চেক করতে হবে, কারণ all the softwares which I know that is in the window, that means you have to download either in the PC or laptop. But there is another software, I will check. It is you can solve the problem using this software through web based or through your mobile. If I'll get it, I'll let you know. Okay, today I'll just start the MATLAB software to show you how to work it. So first you have to install the MATLAB and you have to open this platform. When you click, this platform will open. I think you can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see that there is a home, plot, apps. These three things are written, right? True. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here also you can see that new scripts is written, new is written, open is written, and if I'll show you, and here you can see that Simulink library. This is one of the platform that where you can draw a block diagram, you can take a resistor, inductor, capacitor, you can solve the problem. But what is the difference between multisim software and MATLAB software? That MATLAB software you can use any value of resistor, but in multisim software you can use the particular value of resistor or inductor or capacitor which are available in the market. As per market availability, you will get the resistor. So unknown resistor, unknown capacitor, unknown, that means as per your choice, you cannot use in the multisim software. But as per your choice, you can use in the MATLAB software. And your choice, if your choice is that means it is not available in the market, then you cannot solve this problem in the hardware. That's why we need a multisim software. And here, this is a three windows. You can see that command window, this workspace, this command history. Now command window, you can see here I can write something, and suppose I can write here help plot. So you can see that something we have got. What is plot? How to write this plot command? This every knowledge. MATLAB is user friendly. You don't need anyone. You if will try it alone, if will take any problem, and if will go to the help, and you can search it, you can get everything, every details. That's why MATLAB is very user friendly software. So here, how to write, how to plot a signal. So how to use this command, this is written in here. Everything, every details you will get through this about the plot command from here. So what I have to write, help space plot, and enter. But what is the problem here? When you will click or when you will close the software, it will be vanish. You will not get it again. So to save, so anything, any program I can write here. Any program I can write here. Suppose I am writing x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot x. Can you see the plot figure? Figure is, can you see figure?
Yes, ma'am.
No. ফিগার দেখতে পাচ্ছ তোমরা প্লট করার পরে ফিগারটা? আমাকে মনে
No,
হচ্ছে
ma'am.
শেয়ার করতে হবে।
No, ma'am.
No, no,
আমি
ma'am.
শেয়ার করছি। আমি শেয়ার করছি প্লটটা। So this is our plot. So you can write, so I think you can now see the figure, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have written, and the plot, when I have given the comment, this is plotted the signal. But what is the problem? Now I am sharing again. But what is the problem here? The problem is that I cannot save this program. So I have to save our program for future use, because now this is a 2-line program, but when you will write 8 lines, 10 lines, 15 lines, or 25 lines, or more than 50 lines program, you have to save it. So to save this program, we need a new script file or .m file. Whenever you will get .m file, you will note down it. I am telling you, you will forget it. So just note down it. When you will use, when you will get this software, you can understand. Or there is lots of videos also available, books are also available, but um, for a that means whenever you check your copy, you will get easily. That's why. So when .m file, you will see that something is written .m file. That means this is a script file. You can see script script file, and another is .mdl file. .mdl file means this is a model file. So we'll see. Today we'll not see. Today we'll just see the script file and how to write a problem. Now new window is opened. I am saying that you cannot see this. I have to share it again. So first you can see the new script. I just click the new script and new window is opened. I am showing you the new window. So I think you can see the new window file here. Whatever the program you will write, you can save it, because you can see here save button is present. Now you can write save as. So you can see that untitled.m is written. Now you have to save as per your choice, but you have to remember that suppose plot is a comment. You are saving this program using the name plot.m save. You will give error. It will not run. You cannot use any command as a save option or as a file name. You cannot use any command as a file name. Also, when you will give a file name as a space, suppose program space 1, it will not work. So if your save option, that means if your file name is not correct, you will get always error. Whenever you will run the program, you will get error. So what you can use, write program underscore 1. You cannot use program at the rate 1. No alphanumeric code you can use. Underscore you can use. Any bracket you cannot use. You can write it capital or small letter, but no command you can use. This you have to remember. So first problem, I am saving it. Suppose program 1. So now you can see that C user, my laptop is HP laptop, documents, it is saved under the documents MATLAB program 1. Name is program 1 .m. So this is a .m file. Now whatever the program you want to write, you can write here. Suppose I want to write a program. I'm just showing. Next time when I'll do the that means you will download the manual from your website, and if you can work, suppose you cannot use the script file, you can write on the command file. You just try it. You will download MATLAB software in your mobile, or if you have laptop, then you will install the MATLAB software and just you will try. After when October first week will start, that time I'll decide. Before that you will try, and if you face problem, please let me know. So suppose I am showing you one problem. Since is you don't know right now Laplace transform, just I am showing you. Now you can see the run button. Now save it, or if you do the run button, it will automatically save. Now apply the run button. Now you can see hear one sound. That means the error is present. That's why you are getting a sound. And you can also see where's the problem. Now I'm showing the so okay. Next I have to share again the window. That is a problem actually online class. Every time I have to share. So you can see that what is written. Undefined function or variable t, error in program line 2. So it is the main facility that wherever your problem is present or wherever the error is present, it will be mentioned and you have to check what is the problem. So the t is not defined. I have to define the t. So here I am just changing the t value. I am taking only the a. 5 into a I am doing and I am checking that it is okay or not, or it is also an error. It's not taking. Now there is no sound. Why? What is the problem? It is over? Yes. So you can see that 5 by a square. Now where I have changed. Now I am showing you where I have changed. So before going to this, you can see that every time first undefined function or variable a where line 2, so it is not working as the first line is that means this a is not defined, it is not going in the second line. If there is an error in the second line, it will not go to the third line. So step by step you can check where is the problem. If you will face any problem, you have to solve. If you can solve the error, you can learn MATLAB easily. So now I am showing you. So you can see the program, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Just I want to zoom. There is no zoom option. There is no zoom option. I'm not getting it. So you can see here I have written here sims t. I have mentioned t. T is our variable. Whenever I mention t, then this second command, that means Laplace is a one chapter you will learn how what will be the answer. If you want to see, you can do it programming and you can get the output. So before going to this, actually I am showing you that how to check your answer is right or wrong through our software. You can, it may happen that you are solving the problem and software is not giving the same output. You have to you can think that your answer is wrong. It may not happen because if you will not properly write the coding, then your answer will be changed. That's why it may differ. So you have to check both your answer as well as your programming. Okay, so this is our the structure. Now you have to save already this program one. Whenever you will open, suppose if I'm closing it now, I am opening again. So it again it is open. Just I closed and it is open, and you can again run the button. You can see the output. There is no sound. You are not getting any sound. That means it is working. If you get a sound, that means there must be an error. So this is the platform, MATLAB Simulink platform. If you can install MATLAB software, or if you install in the MATLAB mobile, then your manual is present. First experiment number 5, you will just try example problem, and if it will run, it is okay. Otherwise, please inform me. Okay. So today it is class is over. I'll give you the attendance. But before that, is there any problem? Please let me know. Anything. If you have any questions, today I'm not showing you the Simulink platform. That I'll show you later, because already block how to use block component you have seen in a multisim software, and how to write a programming you have learned today using a MATLAB software. So now your task is to collect the software or any platform where you can learn this programming. But what I suggest, that try to learn, because at least not, if not this semester or next semester, you can continue your online class, but after that you have to face the offline class, and that time you will solve the control system problem. So it will help you MATLAB. That time also you will use some MATLAB software for solving the control system problem, some problems of power system or drives or machine drives related lab, or in your research purpose also you have to use MATLAB software. So learn it whenever you will get time. If you have laptop, if you have software, you try to solve the problem and how to write programming. You will just try. MATLAB book is available in the internet. Sorry, so you can get it. You can try from this book also. Acha, tomorrow I think I cannot take the class. Some problem, because I cannot. Some due to personal problem, I have to go somewhere. So that's why I cannot. I think I cannot reach my home at before 2 p.m. So next week I'll take the class. This class, Thursday's class, I will take, and next week AC problem and superposition theorem already today I've solved. So DC problem, whatever the DC problem, you will try, and next week the same problem, same type of problem will solve using superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, but for AC. Roll 2, 3, 4. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
5,
Yes, ma'am.
7, 8, 12,
Frozen, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Yes, ma'am.